Hey everybody, welcome back to Settlement Survival. It's your friend Sarmate here. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you had a pretty good weekend. I hope everybody had a safe and fun Halloween. And in our last episode, we built this little area over here, which is awesome. I did have a couple of tailors that I put in here and I was looking at that and I was like, well, I don't really like that. So I tore those out and replaced them with a theater. Theater makes way more sense than a couple of tailors right there because now everybody can be entertained by the theater that is over here, as well as a couple of these other buildings on this side. They are moved over here. And since this recording is before Halloween, or it's on Halloween weekend, there's a couple of fun things around town. So you can see in our graveyard here, we got some ghosty boys. They're floating up and above. Pretty cool. And this deal, which is a giant jack-o'-lantern, which is right here in the, these are like the super projects. 10,000 pumpkins. We don't even have pumpkin seeds yet. So this is gonna be an ongoing project, but I think it'll be fun. We'll import a lot of that stuff. Or the seeds. That's what I'm thinking. We'll do the seeds. Candy, 99. Don't have that either. So we'll get some of that. I just destroyed the one graveyard to build a new one. To destroy this one, because this one's almost full. And then I'll replace this one. And I think that's just what I'll have to keep doing, is just going back and forth with the graveyards. It's definitely way more space saving than what we had before when we had everything over here. If you were wondering what this pasture is for, that is going to be horses eventually, I think. There is a technology for a corral, but it's a little ways away. We don't have anything in this this line right here. We could work toward that. I did, however, pick up the mill, bread workshop, and the bakery, so that's another thing we're going to work on today. We're also going to get some furniture going and some home textiles going. Now, we are kind of running out of space up in this part of the world, so I have moved down here. We had some lumber camps working over here. I took one of them out. I replaced that with these forest farms to make up for the wood that we are losing. So those are getting worked on. They're almost done. And what my plan for here is, well, you can see I got a wad of warehouses on the left. We have a marketplace here. So I'm thinking all of this area will be housing. And probably a clinic, you know, the villagey things. And then everything over here on this line, I wish I could draw a road here. I can't because these are all hills, is going to be more industrial stuff on this little chunk. So we'll have this kind of our industrial area for this part of the land on this side of the river. And we'll continue on with that over here. More warehouses for more storage. And we'll just continue to process some goods over here. But I'm really considering, with our next development point, grabbing that landfill tool. This one's kind of sketchy, but in order to get this flat right here, I need to do that. And I don't really want to build a tunnel through here because it's kind of silly. You know, if I'm going to do it that way, maybe I just do the whole deal. Maybe I cancel this. Let's do that. Let's cancel that. I'll just flatten this whole thing. I don't really want to terraform a whole lot. I do like the mountains. I think the mountains add to this little village right here, right? If this was just flat, I mean, sure, it's cool, but it adds a little bit of character to it. So I like that a little bit. So we're going to leave the mountains up. I don't want to just flatten everything. That does make it easier, but I'm not looking to make everything super easy. Oh, we also had a gatherer over on the left side. Replace it with this guy. I think 100 years ago, okay, yeah, so let's say 100 years ago we got a warning that our mine pits were out. It looks like they are almost out, so not quite. So we need to get that as well today. Sticker quarry's doing okay, great. All right, so mine pits. Talking about mine pits, let's do that before I forget about it, because I got a list of stuff that I want to do today, and mine pits wasn't on there. So we are going to find those again. Now, I asked the last episode about a trick to help find some things, and somebody pointed out that these are color coded, and I guess I saw that these were colors, but I didn't ever link it in my brain area place. So thank you for that little tip. So these brown ones, these are all food on this side, and then we got a fuel is this pink color, textiles are the tan, and then timber, you can match it up. One thing that we're going to need is our mine. So if we look at, okay, or we want this yellow. So it must be tree. There it is. Okay, so hold on here. So remember, this was the carrots food, right? So farming, pasture, fishery, colors, forest, water, mine, stone, river. So the tree might be earth things. That's how I'm going to try and think of it. So natural resources, that's That's the word. There's a word for it. So that's what I'm going to try and remember. The tree is natural resources. That's going to be things water, like forest, water, mine, stone, river. Okay, so enough yakking. Let's get some stuff built, right? So we want to have, we could try an open mine. We did do a little one up north here by our silver mint, but we might want to do something else. Can be upgraded into a large mine. So let's see. Oh, that's huge. Do we have a good spot to add in a mine pit? We could do a couple over here. Yeah, we could do that. We'll rotate it this way, and we have a road here, and we can just do a couple in line like so. We might even be able to hit the other side too. Ooh, yeah. And we'll go right in here like so, and we'll do one more right next to it. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's so I can see how to build my dang old roads. We're going to collect those resources out of there, and then we'll come back and build our roads. So up here, we were talking about furniture and textiles that we can do, right? So let's go into our, oh my gosh, how did I not see this so far? Okay, why do they sometimes not have labels? Okay. So if I don't X out of this, there's flipping labels on these guys. Houses of food, resources, production, storage, services, roads. I think I've seen this before, but it didn't click. Kind of a round head sometimes, as you may have gathered so far. So what am I talking about? We want to have some, there we go. We want to have the furniture, and we want to have our mill and stuff, right? So let's get our furniture going, and we have luxurious furniture, so we might as well just do that. It is a little bit more expensive with the steel requirement, but that's okay. We'll do that, and we'll put this on, we'll go over here on this side like so. Let's do a couple. We're probably going to use a couple of them, right? At least more than one probably. And we'll do the same. We'll do home textile factory. We'll do a bigger one since we have the second tier. We'll do two back to back. And finally, we have over on this end the water mill for our bread that we can finally make. We got our wheat seeds a couple episodes ago, and we can utilize them finally. Look at this. This is just one little block is just screwing me every time. Let's see if we can scoot it. Like, I guess we'll have to go over here if we can find a spot. And we can't find a spot. Okay, we found one little spot. That's gonna work right there. I'll do a regular mill as well because that was so difficult, so painful to find that one spot. And we'll go right over here on the water. Why not? Being very particular, making sure I'm picking my late stone roads and not the stone ground. Just to make sure that we have the correct roads over on this area, the new build. That's gonna be a minute for those things to get built up. It looks like we have our marketplace working already. I'm gonna turn it off. We don't need it at this moment. And let's get a couple other things built over here. But first, we will pick our tree seeds. I wish this would just default, or I wish I could choose a default. And then I was thinking that, you know, all of these guys are using fertilizer. I was thinking there's no way that this one guy is producing enough fertilizer. So I'm going to not only add a couple more workers here, but I think I'm going to do another compost plant. And we got no space over here because that little mountainy deal. Until we can flatten that out, that's going to be a thing, I suppose. We'll just go down into our new industrial area. I guess that's where it's going to be. And then we'll be close to the source of the fertilizer as well. And we'll put this guy right next to our mill, I guess. So let's go ahead. Let's get some village things put in here. We got our big well. We are going to need to have, you know, our comfort things such as our clinic. Clinic has a nice, humongous range right now. And another thing that I wanted to get, which would be super swell, would be the hospital. We just I haven't needed to go down that tier yet. Well, we have gone down the tier, but not that far. We are just doing great with just the clinics, but I do want to do that eventually. We also need our church here, and we'll need our theater, and the theater like so. And I do like to do the research institute with these as well. It's not necessary, but I feel like it fits the village kind of theme. So we'll do that. Let those get built over a little bit here, and then we're going to put in some houses over here. I also wanted to show you guys what I did over here with these. It might be hard to see right now. All of these houses in this little block are all luxury homes now. I'm starting to work down here. You can see that we got a couple that are ready to be upgraded or in queue to be upgraded. And another thing with this Halloween event is look at these little pumpkin guys on the houses. You can see that? That's pretty cool. So let's we'll wait a little bit. We'll get our buildings built up, and we'll bring you back and we'll see what else we can do with them. All right, check out this little area. We got so many things built up. I have to show you what I did. I kind of went a little crazy. So we have a regular mill, which you knew that I placed because we took forever to find a spot for the water mill. But we have flour and malt working right now. Currently it's just malt, but I've done a little bit of flour, so we should have some flour right there. That's getting created from our wheat seeds that we got the other episode, of course. And we are building a bread workshop here, which is going to take that wheat, make it into delicious breads. We'll do that right now. Ooh, interesting. So I didn't foresee this. I thought it was just going to be wheat into flour into bread, but it looks like we need some sugar action. So we're gonna have to turn this off because we don't have the sugar part of this. And that brings me to my next thing. Quick interrupt. Well, I wanted to go into processing a little bit here. So salt is really important for a variety of things. You know, you can do salted fish, you can do meats, you can do leather. There's all sorts of things that salt can get. So I want to grab this as well. So I have that point. And then we have sugar refining. I'm going to grab this also. So I just want to see here, process malt, beet, sugar cane, and maple sap into sugar for the jam. Okay, so this goes, so malt. So we're going to go from wheat to malt to sugar to jams to bread. That's crazy. Let's do it. So we got those 2 points. We're going to need to, of course, build these buildings now. And it's getting a little tight over here, but that's all right. So we want to have the sugar workshop and the jam workshop. And I'm going to go on this side of the road here. And we'll do jam right next door. And then we might as well do a curing guy right here. And we'll do one more because that's going to be awesome. And then I did see a little thing light up from here. Salt workshop. Extract salt from water and provide materials for the production of salted meat. So this is going to be a tricky one to find. Probably not. All right, perfect. Right here. Look at that. So we'll get this guy in right there, and maybe we can do one next to it over here. Not quite. So we'll just do that one for now. We'll do the stone road and we'll go like so. That's going to provide us a source of salt, and we're going to probably need another one of those, but that's okay. We can do that in the future. So I said that I went a little bit crazy. Let me show you why I went a little bit crazy. So we did all of these forest farms. We did all of these forest farms, and then we did a couple of plantations and pastures over here as well. So my intent for this was like, let's get this stuff set up and we don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's what I was thinking. We have all these little villages around here, like these guys. That's of course not enough people to work all this stuff, but we can expand that a little bit with a small marketplace that I want to get from the tech trees. That's going to be right here, small marketplace. And then I want to grab delivery, and then we want animal power too. But we're a little bit away from animal power. Not too far though, we're getting close. These are still getting worked on, obviously. So we're gonna fill people in here as we go. So I had like almost 80 laborers, temporary workers. And I was like, yeah, we gotta get these people working on something. So that's what we decided to do with them. So over here, since we have all of these farms over here, I wanted to do a couple of spirit producers, because spirits are used in a lot of recipes. So here you can see grapes and spirits and glass bottles for wine, herbs, spirits, glass bottles for medicinal liquor. We play with that a little bit. And then whiskey's malt, spirits, glass. So we'll get that going as well over there. And we do have a couple of those guys operating on this side of town too. A little whiskey maker right here. And then we have a couple question marks. So we got to fill some stuff in. This is our bread workshop. We can't do anything with that just yet, but sugar workshop. So let's see, what can you do? Well, we have malt, so let's do malt. This guy is going to be jam from, do we have any of these goodies? Grapes, peach. We do have chestnuts. Chestnut jam. That's, I don't know about that one, but it's the thing, I guess. Okay, and we can do salted meats and salted fish. We got two, let's do one of each, and that's gonna be awesome. This guy, gathering station, kind of becoming a little obsolete right here, isn't it? We'll leave it for now. Until we build some homes in here, which we got to do. Bread workshop, can't do that. And we'll turn this guy off as well so we don't waste a worker. Butter workshop, that's the next thing. So we got butter, can't do butter without milk. So a couple little things that we're running into. But that just means there's a couple little things that we get to order. So let's go back up town here. Look at how many coins we got. We got a lot of coins. We got a good amount of stuff in our ferry. So let's do some ordering. So what we want to have is, I want to go up here first. Common, we need some cows, so we need milk. Let's do 1 cow. We don't need corn. We don't need potatoes. Oh, but we do want some seeds of pumpkin. We'll do that. We got that done. Okay, what else? We could do some of these sweet things, but we are using the malt. We'll just go with that. Let's go with coffee seeds because that's fun, right? White mulberry seeds. I saw those in a silk recipe, so I'm gonna grab that also. We're at 50,000 monies, so we can keep going. We got tons and tons of monies. Now, horses. We can do horses, but do I have a spot for them at this point? I don't think so, and I'm not sure if I need more than 1. I'm gonna order 2. 2, we got enough. So, okay, so here's where we go. It's -70 again. Cold. The settlers will lose less time. I need to read this, dude. Let's close the settlers aware of the greater the impact of the snowstorm on them. So it's a bad storm happening right now. So that's a perfect time to order something, right? So let's do that. Get this order. The boat will get here shortly. And we need to start moving out some guys here. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of the buffalo here. I did that for a temporary. I figured, you know, instead of it just sitting there and not doing anything, let's put it to some work. So that's why there's buffalo in there now. We have a new cemetery over here. I got to replace this one. We did get some candy from a ship that came and passed. So we only need the 10,000 pumpkins. And since we got the seeds, that'll be happening shortly. We got this, that's 1,000. Let's put this up a little bit more. I don't feel like I can have too many clothes going around here. I mean, we're at 2,000. We were getting pretty low there for a minute, but we are good now. So we just gotta wait for our boat to get here. And once our delivery boat gets here, we can maybe even shift some of these guys. Well, maybe we'll put these down here as some of our new seeds. So, I might switch out our peas for pumpkins. Let's see if we can do these yet. I don't think so. Probably switch out our peas for pumpkins, and we'll just play around with some of the other seeds that we got once we get them, because that's going to take a little bit for that stuff to arrive, but it shouldn't be too long. So be right back. Alrighty, the ship has arrived, and we should have our new things. Let's see, cow, turkey, goose, but no horses. That's slightly concerning since horses are expensive. Once that buffalo gets emptied out, I'll swap that around. But let's take a peek over here. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that horse thing. I didn't think I needed the corrals to have the horses. I just thought it was a benefit if you did have them. So maybe I misread that. I might have to double check that for sure. Let's see, what else did we get? I feel like we bought a lot of stuff. Maybe we didn't buy as much as I thought. Let's go back into here and let's see. So we got the pumpkins, we got coffee, that's the other thing we got, and these mulberry guys. So I wonder where the mulberries grow. Because I didn't see it in the field there. Oh, let's check the orchard. We got a couple things orchard. So we're gonna need another orchard. It's fine, we can do that. But we got our pumpkins going, so that means we can start building our little huge jack-o'-lantern project that we have over up north there. And so let's put in a grove. Put this guy right over here. Be great right there, and we'll do one right there as well. So coffee. I didn't see coffee in here. Let's go back up into our menu and see what it says about coffee. Nothing. Okay. So I'm gonna have to take a minute and try to find that coffee, see where that goes, what we can do with that. It's still snowing, obviously. It's June, which is kind of crazy that it's still -70, which is just an absurd number. What else can we do around town here? Okay, so in the pasture, cow. Boom, 16. We got that happening now. We'll have tons of milk action coming in. Then we can start making that butter. I still haven't found the horse deal, so let's just go to corral. Okay. Can be used to raise horses and donkeys. So let's see. Fodder to accelerate animal growth. Interesting. I'm not sure what the deal is, because can be used tells me that you don't have to use the corral. You can use something else. But we might have to rush this tier because I got really excited about having horses, and I don't know if I hope that they stick around. I don't see why they would go away, right? I mean, we unlocked it, so we'll see. I guess I'm not sure. Okay, we got both of our orchards, or both of our groves. Okay, we got both of our groves built, and I realized that I'm running out of people. I'm down to 3 people. So I said that I wanted to get my people working. And that's what I did, but I went way too far. So luckily we have some immigrants on the way. They'll be here shortly. We can use those guys as laborers, and fill in some of these other spots. But we made immense progress today. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.